everyone, I have the Colouring Heaven Halloween special, and I am going to be doing a series from this book, well, for the rest of the month actually, for my morning videos, and the Agotapop pictures, which are really reflecting the light. Here we go. These first 3 pages, I'm going to be doing a video for each of these. Now, I just want to tell you a little bit about Colouring Heaven first. I am sponsored by them. They sponsored this video, so disclaimer, just let you know that. But they've asked me to tell you about their deals, which I've got written down here on this piece of paper. These are the October deals. Now they do change every month, so there are different things. So the UK deal is that if you get a 12-month subscription, you'll get a free 72 tin of Castell Art Soft Touch pencils, and that costs £49.99 for 12 months. You get 1 magazine a month. The magazines are generally 40 pages, but the Halloween and the Christmas special seem to be 48. I don't know if that will always be the same thing. In the US, you can get, using the same link, which will be in my description. They don't have the free pencils anywhere but the UK, but in the US you can get a 6-month subscription for $49.99. This is dollars, saving 41%. In Europe you can get a 6-month subscription for €59.99, which is 23% off. In Australia, 6-month subscription for $75.99, that's Aussie dollars, saving 22%, and the rest of the world can get a 6-month subscription for the equivalent of $39.99, saving 32%. So with different savings in different places, I suspect that's partly to do with import fees and postage and things like that. So, but if you follow the link in the description, not only will I get some commission, so thank you very much, and you will also be able to find out some more details about what will apply for your part of the world. I think when you go on the website it detects your location and then it will find you the deal. There's also this deal, which is inside here. If you've got a magazine, actually it pops up when I go onto the website, 3 months for £3, so you can try 3 magazines for £1 each. So there's that deal as well. Now I don't know how quickly you have to subscribe to get the next month. This is the Halloween edition, which is now in the shops. You can buy it as a single edition if you like it. You don't have to subscribe to buy any of them. Actually I don't want to do that. But the next month's, as far as I'm aware, might be the Christmas edition. And I don't know whether if you subscribe quickly enough you'll get that or not. If you want to know, customer services will help you with that. Any questions, email them. They're very quick to respond, well, at least to me anyway. Now we're going to start this first picture. Now these are drawn by Agotapop. Halloween, they're called Halloween Tinies, and there's 3 pages, 6 on a page, and I'm just going to do 1 per video. So we're going to make a start. Now we have our witch's hats, very, very cute. I'm going to do it, I've got my Polychromos, that's what I'm going to be using. You know, black is the colour that we would normally do a witch's hat, but I'm thinking I want to go bluey purple. I'm actually going to grab my delft blue, just for a bit of a different sort of look. Okay, and I'm going to just start colouring the hat with this, just a first initial layer while I finish chattering. So yes, so Colouring Heaven magazines, you can also buy single issues. Now they do have some, when you subscribe you get the magazine every month, sorry, not week, goodness, that would be a lot, wouldn't it? Get a magazine every month through the post delivered to your door. And it is cheaper than if you buy them on their own from your newsagents or singly online. But obviously if you can't afford to subscribe, then you can just go, I mean I'll put a link where you can just buy this particular one. If you don't want all of them, or if you can't afford all of them, you can just buy the odd one that you really like. There's that option as well. But if you subscribe, you usually get it earlier than it appears for sale on the website, in my experience. I don't know if that's always true, but from when I've looked that seems to be the case. Then you also have this sort of, it's cheaper per issue if you subscribe. What else is there? They have other things that they sell as well. So there are pocket editions, which are usually cute images. Those don't come as part of the subscription. And there's something else as well. Another type of book. I can't think what they call them. And you just buy them separately. But if you are a subscriber, you get money off. I think it's 10%, but don't quote me at that. It will, it's all on the website. But so there are benefits to being a subscriber. Apparently there are free downloads and things as well, but I've never found them, to be honest. I don't know where they are. But you can buy some of the magazines as ebooks as well. So I have had someone say they didn't like the paper. It's fair enough. We all like different types of paper. So if you don't like the paper or prefer to be able to print your own on your favourite paper, then some of them are available as an ebook, so you can just print them out yourself. It also means that you can print as many copies of a particular page as you like, which is an advantage of having a download over a book. Personally, I like having a book, but you know, it's just my personal taste. So it just is up to you. Now this is quite a quick, light initial colouring, and what I'm going to do is put this pencil down for a bit and do all the details. Oh, let's just finish this bit though, and then come back to finish this hat right at the end. I think it's going to be easier for me, at least. Now we have this buckle. I want to do this buckle in gold. I can do it quite a quick and simple gold colour. I'm just going to sharpen this pencil. I'll tell you what it is. It's the burnt umber. So this is how I'm going to do my buckle. Bit of burnt umber in the corners. So a little bit here. Just start to fade it a bit. So put your darkest bit there and then fade it up and down. I know I've gone over this edge with a bit of purple. We're not going to put any on that corner because the leaf overlaps. I probably should just erase that a tad. Someone did ask me how I got rid of the dirty end of my eraser. You see it's red. Just rub it on some scrap paper like that, and sometimes you get like a little bit like that I just pick off. Right. Yeah, I've always got a bit of scrap paper near me when I'm in here, because I scribble down my colours I've used and things like that, ready for when I upload the video. So there's always a bit of paper next to me and a pencil. And yeah, this is the brown ochre. Okay, it's significantly lighter. Now, just a tad. We need some space to put in our final colour. You can put a little bit more as you're going up, because this is a longer bit than here. I'm going to put a tad there, like that. Okay, and then we're going to use our green gold, which again needs sharpening. Everything needs sharpening today. I've been using these pencils next door for a picture from Hannah Carlson, but I've decided to bring them in. Sorry, where is it? There, green gold. To do this one. I just like, I find that I've used Prismas in Colouring Heaven books. I've used water-based markers. I've used Polychromos, all sorts of pencils. I've always, for me, the paper is fine. So there is our buckle, and I'm going to do the sash bit in black. You know, rather than the hat in black, we'll do the ribbony bit in black instead. Why not? So here it is, my black. And I want to make it look like it's a little bit satin-like. And I also want to try to emphasise the curve of the hat. So we can do that by making it darker here. So build up your layers here, and then a bit less as we go to there. I'm going to put a bit darker here and a bit less. I've just seen a bit that I've missed with my purpley blue. It was a Delft, wasn't it? Like that. in here I'm going to sort of make it slightly dark on the edges, because that buckle would be creating a little bit of shadow. Sorry, not shade. It's not an umbrella. There we go. So there's our black sash. I'm going to leave that like that with that sort of lighter bit there. But this would be creating a little bit of shadow. So I'm just going to go under there like that. Yeah, I think that's all it needs. There we go. Right, now these two, I think, I know it's Halloween and it's a bit dark, but I want to do these pink. I think they'll go really nicely with our hat, fuchsia, and why not? So I'm going to put the fuchsia here and then fade it like that, and the same in here, because I think it would be a little darker nearer the base of each petal. Now this one, can you see this curl? I think it would be dark in there. We're going to grab a lighter shade to finish these off in a bit. So I'm just sort of marking in the areas that I think would be more shadowy and darker. There we go. Oh, my nose wants to run, but never mind, we'll be okay. So yeah, I've got off quite a few of the Colouring Heaven magazines. They've got some sort of specials that are not their monthly issues, as I was saying before. There's a Bridgerton one that's fairly recently come out. It's not something that I've watched. I think it's on a channel that I don't get on my TV anyway, but I don't watch loads of telly, so it's not something I know anything about. I'm pretty sure there was a Taylor Swift one. I know there's a Moomins one. My husband's got that one. I don't know where it came from. Did he just buy it in a shop? I think he did. But he really wanted it. He loves Tove. Is it Tove Jansson? Is that how you say it? I don't know. This is the Pink Madder Lake. We're going to use this for the tips of our flowers. I'm going to go over what I did already to just sort of smooth and blend it and burnish it all at the same time, and then just bring my lighter colour towards the tip. And I'm going to really try to lighten it as I get towards the tip, so hopefully you can see that it's not all the same colour. Yeah, so he's got that one. I think I did a flip through of that one, but I couldn't colour in it because it's his. But also Moomins, what colour are they? White. So I wasn't sure about colouring. But anyway, he wanted the pictures as inspiration rather than for colouring. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But what's he doing at the moment? He's doing Halloween stuff at the moment. He's just done some bookmarks, which, colouring bookmarks. I haven't got them in here. He gave me some. I haven't got them. I left them next door. I was going to colour them in actually, and then use them. So he did some Halloweeny ones. And what else did he do? He did some castle bookmarks, which again, I don't have any in here, which I coloured in on a video. They're all free. He's got some other colouring pages that he's done as well, which are all free on his Ko-fi. So if you want the link, let me know, but you may have already seen them. So yeah, he's trying to just, he finds it inspiring when people download his thing, so it's really nice and helping him. Now I want a bit of a darker colour just to really emphasise some of those shadows in the flowers. I am thinking probably the magenta is what I'm going to use. I'm going to sharpen it because I only want little tiny tads. Being a very precise measure of a amount of colouring pencil, a tiny tad. So in here, for example, and along there, and then just a bit along here. It's just a fussy detail, and you know, if it's too much for you, don't worry. I mean, you may struggle to see it anyway in cute little hat. And I'm going to use the magenta for these berries as well, keeping a sort of same colour scheme. Now I haven't actually put any paper behind this page. I think I should have done. I can see it slightly indenting as if it needs a bit of cushioning. I would usually do that. I don't know why I didn't do it today. I'm just going to grab some. Rustle. There we go. And I'm going to wipe my nose now and think about what colour the flowers, the leaves should be. We've got two sets of different leaves. We've got this little cute tufty bit there and then all of these. I think the cute tufty bit is quite small, but they all are really. And I'm going to do that, I think, in the quite a dark green actually. I'm going to use the deep cobalt green for those. So they stand out because of them being small. I'm going to try and fade it towards the tip so that they look slightly different. There we go. And then the other leaves, I think I'll do them in the phthalo greens. I want the sort of bluey greens. I think they go nicer with the purples and pinks and things. Don't worry, we are going to come back and do more work on our hat. Dark phthalo green. I'm going to do the base quite intensely, so layering it up a little bit. And then reducing towards our tip. I will sort of fade right off because I'm going to put another colour in. Now I'm just noticing that we've got these little dots around this hat like magic. In fact, every picture has got little dots, which is rather cute. And what do? Do we do glitter pen? Do we do metallic pen? Do we do pencil? I have to have a think. No, it's going to be quite dark there where the leaf is overlapping. Okay. Such a cute little picture. I was always hoping that Agata might be able to have a book. It'd be lovely, Colouring Heaven, if you could do her a pocket edition with loads of her pictures in. That would be fabulous. I'm saying addressing Colouring Heaven because I know that Holly sometimes watches my videos. So I shall heavily hint and see. This is the light phthalo green. It's a really light bright colour I'm going to use for the tip. I'm just going to blend it back into that dark phthalo green. So we've got a lovely vibrant leaf. Now with our hat, I've decided I'm going to do some groundwork now where I put in a bit of a darker colour to emphasise the areas that I want darker, and then go back to my Delft blue. So I'm going to use my Paynes grey to do some shadowy darker areas. Okay, I just got to sharpen it. Now, can you see here where we've got some lines and marks? Now this is where the hat is slightly bent over and creating a shadow, so we're going to emphasise that shadow with our Paynes grey there, and also make it a little bit darker just along the bottom here, where there would be, I feel, a bit of shadow. And here we've got a bit of a crinkly crease as well. Now, I think the edges of here be a little bit darker. I'm not pressing too hard. I'm just helping myself later when I go back to my other colour. It will just help me to be able to make that area darker, like that. And I feel there would be a bit of shadow under here. I don't want it too dark because that's black, or else it's going to just merge into that black, like that, a little bit under our plants, and then, oops, under here. You don't have to do it that thick. I think I'll make it work. There we go. And now back to my Delft blue, and we're going to sort of put some more effort in. So darker here, just really layering up the Delft blue and then fading it upwards. Now I am going to use a slightly lighter colour at the top here, just to finish it off without making it too dark. Now on this part I feel like it would be darker on each edge. If we do that, it might help the hat to have a bit more shape. So I'm going to really sort of layer up along the edge and then fade a bit towards the middle. Same here, like that, and here up to here. As I say, I'm going to come in with another colour, just trying to make that a little bit more even, because I haven't made it even enough for my liking. Probably being a bit fussy, like that. And then also down here, and under there. Right, next, it's very old. I've got a notification on my tablet and it's the shape of a basket. What is that? I don't know. I've got no idea. Oh, it's updates to my Galaxy store. How exciting. Not. Right. So nosy, I can't just like wait until I finish the video, so easily distracted. So just fading as we get towards the centre of the brim. Is that what you call it? Brim? Hat brim? I don't know. I'm trying to think of what colour to do in the rest of it, because I want it to look quite vibrant, really, and sort of pretty. And I've got this idea of a colour and I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to give it a try. Watch first. I'm going to try the light phthalo blue on this top bit. I don't know if it's going to work, but I want something light and sort of pretty and vibrant, and I can just try and blend it into the Delft and see if it works. If you don't like it, you could try your violet or even a light purple pink, something like that. But actually this is okay. I'm just being daring, unlike me. I am going over all of it because I want it to sort of blend and look right. It's not going to necessarily sit right if you only do it in the middle, or at the top and middle. It needs to be over everything, but you don't want to press so hard that you obscure the purple underneath. So it's just a matter of getting that level just right, just layering it over until it seems to tie in. I'm okay with that. It's a bit different. I like that. So we're just going to finish off. Now I still haven't decided what I'm doing with the little dots. By the way, putting the paper behind has really helped. Feels nicely cushioned now. Happy. I do it in every other book. I just don't know why I didn't do it today. Sometimes I just forget, I guess. element. I think I'm going to do some sparkly dots. I think that's what's going to work the best. So I'm going to use my Sakura Stardust, glitter pens. Now I am going to go back to my Delft blue to add a little more in some areas. I'm just going to sharpen it. I just want to get that blend because this isn't very nice in my mind. So I'm just going to put a bit more down here. Just blend it up to the edge a bit more. A little more on the edges. I guess I'm probably just being ultra fussy. And yours may not need this extra fiddle faddle. I'm just trying to, make sure it's all combining nicely. Really. It's really down here where I was a bit more. I think it's because I put that Paynes grey down and I haven't really blended it across with this one enough to make it work. Just keep going. There's a lot of tooth in this paper. You can get a good lot of layers, I feel. And with Prismacolor as well, I've used those on here. It's quite good because it's toothy enough to not be slick. I find that some papers are a little bit too smooth, and the only pencil I can really get to work on a super smooth pencil is a Derwent Chromaflow. But this isn't. This has some tooth, which is what I need to build up my layers. Tooth means that the paper isn't dead smooth, so you've got a bit of space to just layer up. It's basically a smooth paper would be flat. The toothy paper has bumps, and you fill up between those bumps with your pencil. It means you can build up layers of colour. I'm drawing. Look, I've been drawing all over the place. You can build up layers of pencil and get nice mixes of colour, and you can get your shadows and depth looking better because you've got that space. If you can only put one layer down, you can't do that so well. I'm just going to erase my mistakes if I can. The problem with a really sharp pencil is that it doesn't erase very well, but never mind. Okay, I'm just going to go back to my light phthalo blue, and I just want to put a little bit more in this centre section. I just feel like I've got a bit more space. I like the way it's sitting together with the Delft, the way I can actually see both colours combined, layered up. Right, I'm going to make that do. I think it's lovely, actually. The colours worked really well. But I'm going to get a white pen, and I'm going to just draw some little dots on my berries to make them look shiny, and it'll help them to stand out because they're actually quite dark, the colour I've done them. They don't stand out that well from the hat, so by adding this little bit of shine on them, they'll just jump out slightly. Jump out, that's a bit scary, isn't it? And I'm going to find my glitter pens. There they are. Sorry, just reorganising half my desk. Here they are, Stardust Glitter Jelly Roll, and I'm going to do my dots in a pink, I think, to go with the roses on the hat. I'm just going to brush off my page. Got all those pencil sharpenings and all sorts going on. So I'm going to go over the top of all the dots that have been drawn on here in black in my pink pen. Now you can add more dots if you want. If you feel like you want to do a bit more, you could even add a bit of a background. If you want, you could put a bit of a shadow on the hat so it's not floating in the air. But actually, it's magic. I don't mind it floating in the air. I think it's fine like that. So there we go. There is our first one. I have had such fun colouring that. It's been really nice trying to make my witch's hat look a little bit different, a little bit pretty. You know, I mean, you can obviously, if you would rather do it black, then that's fine. You could use, where I've used black, Paynes grey, I use Paynes grey, don't I? Wherever you use Paynes grey, use your black. And then you can use Paynes grey and maybe a cold grey 5, so that you've got a bit of a contrast in colour with your black, so it's not just all black. That would work if you want to do a black hat. And then you could always use the blues, the delft blue and the for your ribbon, you know, and sort of swap it over rather than having the black ribbon, you know. But there we go. So thank you for watching today. As I say, there's going to be lots more of these, so please come back and see the next one, and look in the description for all the information about the Colouring Heaven magazine. It tells you how to buy the single issue, so if you just want to colour along with this one, you can go and follow that link, just buy the single issue, or look in your local newsagents, or you can you know, subscribe, but then you won't get this one because this one's already come out. But you know, it's all there, so you can go and have a little look. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a super day, and please do join me tomorrow for the next one. And disclaimer again, sponsored by Colouring Heaven. Thank you so much, and happy colouring.